Hey, what's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hopefully this will be a short video, but I just wanted to come up here and say a few things in regards to the videos that's being done, um, the videos that have been done, about a lot of situations. And first of all, grand rising to y'all. Um, I just want to start off by saying that nothing that no, let me start this way. When me and Goddess did that video and we got up there and put the receipts out about Dori, about Nika, it's a lot of misconceptions about where the receipts came from, if the receipts are even real. Um, Not only that, Dori tried to throw my friend Denaya underneath of the bus and things like that. Now, Denaya don't be on here. Denaya will come on here. Denaya will speak. Denaya will, you know what I'm saying? She'll do all those things. She'll key, she'll laugh with us, all that. But, you know, other than that, she not really the messy type. She's never been the messy type. She's never been the type to go and do anything other than like what me and Goddess do. Like when people come for us, we come for them type thing. Um, Within the last couple of hours of us actually doing the video, I've been threatened by a person that claims they want to help somebody, that said that their family is connected to Rayful Edmonds, and their boyfriend slash CNA is somebody named Red. But that's irrelevant to the fact. My thing is, you sitting there throwing this person's name around, Rayful Evans. By any stretch of the means, back in the 80s, he was the man. He did things, but he did things at the detriment of our community. And what kind of ticked me off and made me feel some type of way about that was because not only did this person throw Rayful Evans' name in there, they threw it up in a way to was like, oh well, yeah, my family is connected to them. Yeah, they used to run DC. Okay, that's fine. Every city has drug dealers in the 80s, and do you know what happened to them drug dealers in the 80s? They either got killed, they went to jail, or they snitched to get out of jail. Facts. These are all facts. So the mere fact that you coming on my friend's page and throwing up Rayful Evans to me, or Dori, you making a page talking about, oh, you this, you that, um, calling my friend Dirty Girl because we chose to have a little adult fun with Juicy Joyce. Oh yeah. Shout out to Juicy Joyce, girl. You know who you is. Um, we chose to have fun and key and laugh. See, the thing is, they want to spin this narrative like, we just get up on here and we just some angry black women, we some angry bitches. But then they in the comments throwing up people that got locked up and then got out of jail in 20 years for snitching. Um, they told me to do my research, so I did. Hey, Miss O, you come in the chat laughing. Hey, Miss O, like they threw this person up and it was Shireen. Like the thing about Shireen though, Shireen, we already know your MO. We already know that you like to get locked, niggas locked the fuck up. Understand? But you can't really do too much shit from Virginia. Okay? So like this is the thing. Like she came down and dropped down in Goddess's chat underneath of another name talking about, yeah, Goddess, I'm talking to you, bop, bop, bop. So um a subscriber of ours, Tiffany Black, had said something. She had made a comment underneath of the post that Goddess had made. So here goes Shireen, her obsessed ass. I don't know why this bitch is obsessed. She comes down the timeline in the comments and holler out because Juicy Joyce was fun. Exactly, Miss O, and that was the thing. It was all in fun. But I'm gonna get to that a little bit later on. I'm gonna bring that back around. I just thought I would mention it so people could like keep that in mind or whatnot. Hey, just Black Small. Hey, Grady baby. You already know. Wake and bake. Drive safely though. Um, so she comes down in the comments. So when Goddess stopped responding to her, I responded to her. You know, she was like, "Did I type your name?" No, you didn't type my name. But why are you sitting here harassing my friend? That's crazy. Then she says, "Oh yeah, you don't want to spend time in DC jail, babe. I've been to jail. I make no secret about me being in jail. I went to jail for a period of time. Yes, I went to jail. Like, if that's a bad bone against me, like, I really don't give a fuck at the end of the day, you know. But yeah, I went to jail. So I pretty much know what the jail, the women's detention center jail, whatever you want to call it. I've had a little shorthand experience about that. So that really doesn't bother me. Um, But we know your MO, Shireen. You want to get people to a point to where as though, and then you pop up and stalking. That's partly why I'm making this video. Because if she ever pops up anywhere where we are, understand that it's a setup. Understand that she's trying to get us put in jail. Understand that she is actively, and this is a woman that's saying that all she tried to do is help people, but yet she want to throw up Rayful Evans. Yes, he was an 80s drug dealer. He did some things. He got locked up. They dangled something precious in front of him. So he told, go watch the documentary. You can go watch it. She told me to do my research. So this is what I'm doing, right? Hey, Kim Jones. So my thing is, you sitting up there praising a man that was instrumental, and I mean no disrespect behind this, and I say this respectfully, because Rayful Evans really ain't got nothing to do with it. She just threw his name up. So I'm gonna say this respectfully as I can. You're praising a man or glorifying that you have connections with a man that was instrumental, that decimated his own community. You do understand that, right? Like, you do understand that he sold crack cocaine around the times that the Dead campaign and Reagan, and they had the Dead campaign and things like that, and people lost mothers, fathers, uncles, aunts, cousins, babies, kinfolk, family, community, right? You do understand that you glorifying the man that sold crack to his own fucking community, and it just decayed from our community on out. It made it worse for us. People got killed over this shit. People stole from their family from this shit. People died. People died from sharing needles with each other. You know, New Jack City, all the shit, all that shit, right? Give me 1 minute. So she dropped down in the comments and said, "Oh, I doubt if you want to spend jail in DC. I've been to jail. I don't think it's much different anywhere else." Okay. So I think I'll be fine. That's one. Two, you're, like I said, a man that was instrumental. and decimating the black community in the 80s, destroying families, breaking up homes, giving our oppressors the tools that they put out there to put our black and brown men in jail, separate them from their families. And then when they got out, when they were so-called, what they called them, reformed, they wasn't able to get a good paying job because they had a felony on their record for crack. They had a felony on their record for marijuana and all these other things, right? But you glorifying this man. You felt it so special to tell me that your family is linked and connected to this man that was that decimated the black community in DC. Okay, you can go listen. You can go look this up. You can go Google this. You can watch this shit on YouTube. You're throwing out a name of a person that destroyed the very community that you said you're trying to fix. Make that make sense to me. It's on Goddess's community page. Just Black Swan. It's on her community page. You can go check it out. If she deleted it, she didn't delete it fast enough because, as you know, I am the information desk, so I do have the receipts. You do know that, sis, right? So if you ever show up in my town and you want to antagonize me, understand I might go to jail. I'm gonna take that walk, but understand what's coming behind that. It's gonna be something totally different because you're gonna go to jail too. You don't get in the comment section and threaten me. You don't then get on Dori's page and say the same thing that you said in the comment section. Hey, Southern Belle, how you doing, babe? You don't do that. You literally got on Dori's live and repeated the same thing that you put in the comments and got on Goddess's community feed. You literally did that. And you thought that that was okay. So if anything ever do happen, if you do pop up in Baltimore or in DC, that it'll be an easy lick for you, right? You'll send 2 more black women to jail, separate them from their families. I'm getting a pattern that you really like Rayful Evans, because that's exactly what you're going to do. But the only difference between him and you, he was thorough about his. He actually did the shit. You're co-signing, clout chasing off of this man's name. Clout chasing off of this man's name, who is known for destroying his community in DC. I don't pass judgment. I just give the facts. So Dori did live. She said that the picture that Goddess put up for her was doctored. How, when it's like 20 other content creators that have the same video where you actually did the camera slip and it's actually show your face? How, sis? Then you get on there and you continue to lie and say that you and Goddess were a team. Y'all was partners. Y'all were never partners in nothing. Okay? Then she sits over there and does what everybody else do when they get popped. She says that the receipts aren't valid. She went on Rita's live, right, Miss O? She went on Rita's live and proceeded to lie right there in Rita's face. And not only did she lie in Rita's face, but it was a narrative being spun right there on Rita's live. So she gets on there. She said, "Oh, that's not me." She tried to play dumb. She tried to play so dumb, like, "Oh, I want to see this," but Goddess was live at the same time. We was dragging them out at the same time, and then Nika got on there and said she literally, go watch Rita live, please, go watch Rita live, where she got Lady Nika It was Kiki, the boy Kiki, Lady Nika, and Tropical Fruit Punch on there. Go watch that live and see the narrative that's being spun and see how she set up there, Dori set up there and lied to Rita. She lied to everybody, and then you gonna see Lady Nika throw Dori underneath for the bus. It was so much. She was lying so much and was playing dumb so hard that even Kiki was like, you know what? I'm gonna drop down. I ain't even gonna deal with this. I'm gonna drop down. Right? Then when that didn't work, she proceeded to text dissertations to Rita. Long ass paragraphs to Rita. Rita wasn't trying to hear that shit. Rita was over it. One thing for certain, two things for sure. Even though Rita can't trust no bitch on this platform, understand every piece of motherfucking information that ever came from us was real and it was valid. It was. You ain't gotta trust me. You ain't gotta trust me, but you got two good eyes and two good ears. So that's all the thing I'm gonna say about that as far as that's concerned. But the receipts don't lie. Not once that anything have been doctored or done in a way that it would benefit us. You take the good and the bad. But going back to Dori, when she was on her platform with her subscribers, and Shireen came in there, and Shireen got up there, and her connection was bad, so Dori dropped off. And she was talking about how she tried to help anybody that she ever had in contact with. She tried to help them. She tried to, why us as black people. I'm not saying it verbatim, but so it sort of went like this. Us as black people, why can't we do anything? Right? She said, why can't we open up business? Goddess has a business. She has a nail business. You can't get it from off of the website that she had it on before previously. You have to go on Instagram and order from off of Instagram now, right? Because the hate is so much. The hate is so much. They want her business to fail so much. They was doing little things here and there to her. So her nail business is on Instagram now. If you're looking for nails, they on Instagram. Just go look up Goddess and you should be able to find it relatively easily. But Shireen said we should be opening up businesses. My friend got a business, and the first thing that people on YouTube in the beef sector try to do is destroy her business. Make that make sense. You're supposed to be all about community and black empowerment and things like that. But yet you come in the comment section and you came onto Dori's video talking about Rayful Evans. How is that in any betterment of our community? I'm trying to understand this. Like I'm really trying to figure this out. Like, how could you co-sign and name drop this man's name knowing what he did to the black community? And then here go Dori. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. Dori, as far as I'm concerned, you are a bid wench. It's not nobody else's fault that you had the trials that you had to deal with growing up, coming up, and stuff like that. We all got them. I'm not saying that your life is better than my life. But what I'm saying is you can't go around and try to get sympathy and have people try to baby you. A grown ass woman, just like Goddess is. You called her a grown ass woman. Well, you're a grown ass woman too. You're a grown ass woman with mental issues. Okay? And I'm going to say this. You got a husband, Goddess got a husband. But what I'm saying to you, you should be thinking about why your husband is not pressing you to get yourself better, to get yourself together, to make sure that you're okay, to make sure mentally that you're in the right place and stable. He's not doing all that. He throws money at you and then he lets you get on YouTube and run a fucking muck on YouTube. Your husband don't love you. That's just my opinion. He don't love you because anybody that loves you, that took an oath before the Most High, to love, honor, and cherish from sickness to health to death do us part, is not going to let you run around like a lunatic on YouTube throwing money away. You can't even tell your husband where your money goes at. You have to get other people that you giving money to or that you have given money to get you to cover for you, because you can't tell them where the money is going at. Now, but I think you should have thought about that before you wanted to talk about how Goddess is a wife and she's a mother and this, that, and the third. Let's not talk about the mother thing, because you once got on here and talk about how you had to sleep in the car with your child, didn't you not? See, this is the reason why people don't like me. Because I don't always have to curse you out. I don't always have to drag you, even though it sounds like I'm dragging you. I'm really not. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm hitting you with things that you've said and things that you've done. I'm not passing judgment against you, but you're not going to sit up here and act like you better than nobody else, because you're not. Myself included. That's what you're not going to do. And if you was coming for a dragon and you in the bushes for a dragon, I'm sorry. That's not the type of video that I'm doing. I'm not dragging anybody. I'm putting it out plain. I'm not yelling. I'm not doing any of that stuff. But I'm just letting you know, Dori, sweep in front of your own door before you come sweep in front of others. And then you want to call Goddess a dirty girl because we decided to have a little adult conversation and lighten the mood and keep it cute and keep it fun, and give a little attention to one of our people that was in the chat, Juicy Joyce. When you come over to Goddess house or my house, you one of our people until you do something and then you get kicked out. Everybody's welcome. You talk about, oh, and she was talking about what she want. Listen, if you worried less about what me and Goddess was doing to Joyce, Joyce is a grown woman. Joyce at any time. And see, this is the thing. People try to spin this narrative, and you have to understand it starts with choice. Everybody has a choice. At any time, if Joyce didn't like what we were saying to Joyce, or the subscribers didn't like what we were saying to Joyce, Joyce could have spoke up and, well, she couldn't have spoke, but she could have typed in the chat and said, hey, this is making me feel uncomfortable. I don't like the way that y'all talking to me and stuff like that. And if you watch the video, throughout the video, she kept coming back to the chat. She was bouncing from Rita's chat to our chat, from Rita's chat to our chat. Come on now. At any time, Joyce, she's a grown woman, she could have said, I don't like that. She even started to comment little stuff here and there. Like, come on, sis. This narrative ain't gonna work. Anybody that got eyes and ears, but yet you want to call her a dirty girl for that. Okay, no problem. Then you talk about, oh yeah, I'm from DC, this, that, and the third. And see, this is the thing that people don't understand. We dying over blocks. We dying over sections. We dying over districts. For what? Just so you can say you from DC? Okay. So, I mean, like, your point, what's your point? But yet you and Shireen want to sit there and talk about bettering the community, being instrumental in the community. And Shireen started talking about, give black people opportunities in this, that, and the third. Well, when we first met you, Shireen, you said you was a part of some part of Congress, wasn't you? Did you not? I'm sure Goddess can pull up the video if it slips your mind, sis. When you called in, if you want to do good for the community, it starts with Congress. It starts with going and actively making a change and fighting for your people. It starts with getting legislation done. It starts with getting legislation put into law that benefits us. Oh, the numbers is dropping off. They don't want to hear that. Bye. Bye. It starts with that. It starts about empowering your people by going to Congress and say, hey, my people are being treated unfairly. Hey, some of these laws that's on the books, can we revise them so I can give my people a better way of living? Hey, let's do this program, or let's start this, or let's brainstorm about programs and things that we can use to help communities that are low income and high crime. That's how you make a change. That's how you make a change in this community, in your community. This is how you make a change in your world. But see, you're not thinking about that because all you and Dori kept talking about was, yeah, I was in the music industry and I know this person and I know that person. What has these people done for the community? Again, respectfully, you said Rayful Edmonds, excuse me, which sold crack to his own people. So if that's any indication of the people that the name droppers, the real big people, the people that actually did it, then I'm sorry, I'm not impressed. Because if you were really about the community, just like I say about other people, just like I said about Nika, about her having lupus, that's a great example. Instead of you champion for the disease and champion to open up doors and get people educated about the symptoms and the things that you have to go through during that disease or anything like that, you choose to get on here and be messy and play YouTube politics. Come on now. Come on now. You can't hide behind, hey, Mr. YouTube Streets. Hey, Mia S. You can't hide. You can't keep hiding behind. I know this person. I know that person. But what are you doing to the community? Half of the time, you two seem like the type of bitches. Half of the time, you going through your own motherfucking city where you live at, and you see somebody that's in help that got the same skin color as you, and you'll close and lock your door. And then on top of that, the thing that really pissed me off about what Shireen said was white people treated me better than black people. If white people treated you better than black people, then why the hell are you over here on YouTube in the beef sector that is predominantly black? Why are you here? Because clearly, you did not come to help or inspire anyone. Clearly, your motives are not what you say. But yet you want to demonize us because we're different, because we speak our minds. It's not about being bad on YouTube, but it's a part of YouTube. When people get on here and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, us included. Look, nobody is saying that they this gangster. Nobody is saying that they this person. We don't sit there and name drop anybody. If I ever said anything about my city, I said The Wire because it's widely known. Yes, some of the things, the majority of the things that happened in The Wire were true. But I'm not name dropping. I'm not dropping this person's name and that person's name. I don't get off on clout chasing off of people for stuff I didn't do. You understand? I don't get off on name dropping people that have actually went to jail. I don't get off on saying that my boyfriend slash CNA is somebody that I don't even know about. Nigga, I Googled this nigga. You told me do my research, right? Shireen, right? I Googled this nigga. He ain't pop up nowhere. It was a couple of other people that popped up, but it definitely wasn't him. So I'm sitting there trying to understand, why did you feel the need that you had to do that? I'm trying to sit here and try to find out the reason why Dori had to get on there and say what she said, especially about Denaya. And you think you're going to work Denaya? You think you're going to get in with Denaya? Yeah, you might have conversations with Denaya and this, that, and the third. But one thing's for certain and two things for sure: Denaya ain't going to never betray us. Facts. Because we never gave her a reason to, sis. So you can go ahead and work on Denaya all you want. Yeah, Denaya is a nice girl. Denaya is a good girl. Denaya is also the person that actually works in the industry, and the numbers that she makes on her podcast, her TV shows, her radio shows, all the promotion that she does would lay shame to half of the numbers that these people make on here. So you're not talking Ks, 1Ks, you're talking millions of views, millions of streams. Come on now. You could never compare. She's still doing it. So you go ahead and work on Denaya and see how you go. See how far they get you. Because I'm telling you, ain't gonna be nothing but pleasant conversation coming from that. And I ain't even got to go to my homegirl and tell her, oh, yo, don't mess with Dori. I ain't even got to tell her that. Because she's smart. If we can see through to you, Dori, what makes you think my friend Denaya can't see through you either? It's cool though. Do what you gotta do. And then, Dori, you talk about, oh well, Goddess can't be up on there by herself. What about all the videos that Goddess did where she was by herself? I'll wait. See, no matter how you tried to spin that and make that look like Goddess can't stand on her own, she will always have something that you don't have. Real friends. Real friends. Emphasis on real. Emphasis on friends. When people talk to you, Dori, they don't see you as a friend, a counterpart, a equal. They see you as a monetary gain. They see you as a quick cash app. They see you, or as you have been described by some people who I will not name, a lick. But Dori, when we tried to be friends with you, we wasn't looking for none of that. The mere fact that you sent Goddess that money was because we checked you on stereo, which people can go over to Goddess stereo and listen to that for themselves. They can listen to that for themselves. When she came over there bone carrying, trying to bring us information and stuff back about other content creators on YouTube, and we said respectfully, that's not why we're on stereo. Respectfully, we just come over here to laugh and joke and cut up. We not worried about what's going on YouTube. We not. So with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna keep it short. It is what it is. Think what you want. But you're not helping your community if you're sitting up there throwing up drug dealers that went to jail and got 20 years for snitching. Snitching, ratting out his connects. Shireen talking about, oh, I'm educated and this, that, and the third. And I can see the extent of your education, because you should have thought twice before throwing respectfully Rayful Edmonds' name up. Exactly, Miss O. And then you told me of all people, the information desk, the bitch that don't mind going and read a motherfucking old book with dust on it to research him. You told me of all people to research him. And I did. And I found out, yeah, he was the man in DC. He got a lot of love. He got a lot of people that was on drugs at that time that will tell you his product was so good and it was pure and all of those things. But it's a downfall to everything that you do. Again, like I said, it starts with a choice. It starts with a choice. But you keep telling me people to research, and I'm gonna keep bringing you the facts about these people. Because at the end of the day, regardless if anybody want to know it or not, he should not be thrown up as a conversation piece so that you can gain clout off of it because your people catch your people are connected to him or your people might know him. You don't know him because if you knew him, you would have said that you knew him. You wouldn't have said my people are connected to him. And then on top of that, you said the same thing on Dori's live. So if you're trying to set somebody up, if you're trying to set me and Goddess up, trust and believe. The authorities gonna get all that. Trust and believe. They gonna get all that. They gonna get all the back and forth. They gonna get all the things we said, but they gonna get all the things you said. They gonna get all the troll pages that you came underneath our pages on and everything. Trust and believe. It's all mapped out. Whatever you want to do. But you getting in their comments and telling me, oh, you not gonna be able to deal with jail. Can you deal with jail? I've been to jail. I've been to jail. It's not a pleasant experience. But if I have to defend myself, then that's where I guess that's what it is. I don't do threats. I don't do none of that. I don't do nothing that makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't do nothing that make me feel uncomfortable. And jail would make me feel uncomfortable. While you sitting there trying to plot and plan so that you can take another black mother away from her children, or you can take another black family member away from their family when their family need them, when they provide for their family. You right, Shireen. Anybody that like you, that talk to you, that deal with you, that then had them on your panel, ain't shit. That's my opinion. They ain't shit. Cause they just as backstabbing and low down and dirty as you is. And trust and believe, karma is a motherfucker. And the most high see everything. So you gonna feel that. As for Dori, you gonna feel that too. All that lying, all that I want to be a baby, baby me, show me attention. Have your husband show you attention. Go see a therapist that's not really trying to take your money, but's really trying to help you. Get on pills that would help stabilize your mood, your up and down, and your mood swings. Get some help. Get some help. Matter of fact, you and Shireen can stand to read a novel or two, a book or two, or a encyclopedia or two, or Britannica or two, before you come out here and spout lies and disinformation and want people to be in fear and be in cower for a person that snitched. that literally told his people, if you don't pay me, you're going to end up in here with me. And this is when he was in jail. So, Shireen, do your work, do your research. I love y'all. I'm out of here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my morning. Hopefully, I might come back. I might be on Goddess's platform. I might be on my platform. It is what it is. But be blessed, y'all. Live your life in happiness. Go outside. Look at the sun. Thank the Creator that you still here one more day, and that you got at least one person in your life that love you.